Sure, I'd be happy to.
On Politics Panoramic.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Marcellus.
This is your girl Ronnie.
It's Tim Hawley.
And Al X.
And we're coming at you with the KXVS
Morning Show.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Julie Dameron, local veterinarian for over 20 years. I am so excited about my new radio show, Tales and Tips, on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. on Facebook, YouTube, Voice of Stockton, and KXVS Radio. I will discuss relevant issues affecting animals and pet owners today, how to avoid common problems, and how to extend the quality of life for your cherished companions. As a community advocate, I will also discuss important social issues that affect our city. I plan to showcase organizations and heroes who are doing amazing things to help others. Remember to tune in every Tuesday morning at 10, starting soon.
Sit in the hot seat and keep it real with Alyssa Love.
Whether you're talking about your love life, past and current friendships, fashion trends, juicy stories, hot topics, food, entertainment, the list is endless.
But what it comes down to,
can you keep it real with Alyssa Love?
Thursday nights starting at 8:05 p.m. on KXVS 92.1 FM, the voice of Stockton.
You're listening to KXVS on 92.1, coming soon.
Hello, so we're back. We are back. This is Darius with Divine Numerology, and we're here to talk about numbers. We're here to talk about numerology, what it is, study of numbers. How does it help us? It reveals things that are coming up in the future. Not necessarily specific, all in-depth detail, but more so the vibration and the frequencies of things that are coming and are headed in our direction. What it does, it helps us to pinpoint, once we have this information, helps us to pinpoint what would be good days, good situations, and events for us to work with. And we can use these to our advantage in our business, our life, our families, our relationships, and anywhere where we are expected to show up and be our 100% self. So that's anywhere in life. So I want to start with talking about the number of the day. And the number of the day, since, you know, today is actually the 27th, we'll talk about the number 27 and what that corresponds to. So with numerology, every number means something. It has a quality to it. So the qualities of the number 27 would be the number 2, which is cooperation and balance. Then you have with the 7, which is trust and openness, and also the ability to delve deep into things and study them, and really be on your search for truth and finding your truth. The 2, which is cooperation and balance, has a focus, has an interest in other people, an interest in how others are coming to terms with what their truth is. And that being the case, this 2 and the 7 creates what's the 9 energy. And 9 is about being the 9 is wisdom and integrity, and it corresponds to Chiron, which is the wounded healer. Now, each of these numbers, how they play a role. So if you're born on this day, the 27th, then you would have those qualities associated with your personality, and it would affect you in such a way that you'd be very interested in others and their well-being, and you'd be interested in expressing your truth and making sure that other people around you are expressing theirs. And if you are not, you'll be drawn to people who do. That's what 7 is. And if when you mix it with the 2, you have that combination of other people. The 9, it is also related to the hermit. The hermit is the wise man that travels far long distances, and he goes and if you look at the picture, it's a wise old man that's on a long journey, and he's got a staff, he's got a lamp, and he's going somewhere. We don't know where he's from, and we don't know exactly where he's headed to. That's for the observer to determine. But what we find is that what he brings to people is wisdom and integrity. He helps people to look within themselves and find out what's true for them. That's the number 9, but it also stands for conclusions, endings, things that are endings to things that no longer resonate or serve your highest good, and how to look forward to the thing that takes the place of those that are obsolete, the things, whether that be situations, objects, people, places, things. Now, if we take a look at the whole number 27, let's take a look at that and what it actually corresponds to. So 27 corresponds to a particular card known as the Ace of Wands. An Ace of Wands, this refers to the beginning of a new... It's so ironic that this 27, which usually encompasses endings and conclusions, in this context, the Ace of Wands is about beginnings of an ambitious project, something that is very inspiring, new inspiration, a new thought, a new attitude, a new way of looking at things, a new way of feeling, intense, strong, powerful emotions. But it's also fast with relative speed. And this is a number of success, this particular card. Now, the card, when I refer to these cards, I'm talking about the astrological tarot cards. They're the cards that help people understand certain frequencies that they're attracting into their life, if you haven't heard of them. And that would be the characteristic of this particular number 27, the Ace of the Wands. So I have this book. It's called Numerology and the Divine Triangle. I'm going to read a little bit out of here about the 27. It says, 27 as a personal number vibration. This is a number of great spiritual strength. The beginnings of a deep spiritual understanding endow you with insight and presence. You should follow your own intuitions rather than allow yourself to be swayed by others. You are just and wise, and you wish to maintain harmony and to help others mentally, physically, and spiritually. You have a fertile, creative mind and a love of beauty and art. Energetic, inventive ideas bring unusually successful results after many attempts and challenges. Others seek you out because you always have an approach, original and unique to the solution of their problems. Your creativity extends to the physical plane. You will produce an abundant family. Civilizations are built upon the stuff of which you are made. All business enterprises will succeed beyond expectation with you at the helm. Your mental strength and positive attitude endow you with the power to act independently. You impress other people so that they are willing to follow you and implement your ideas. Your influence over others, coupled with an ability to lead, brings you wealth and comfort. If you are a negative 27-9, you are confused and indecisive, never knowing what path to take. You are also intolerant of the failing, or what you deem the failing of others. You have a tremendous opportunity in this lifetime to develop your ideas in a tangible way. There is no question that your mental capabilities are great. Now you must bring your ideas out of the realm of concepts and make them a reality. Create useful products that will benefit the world. So this is talking about the 27 as a personal number vibration. And what that means is if you're born on the 27th, or if you have a life path that adds up to the number 27. So with numerology, we have personal days, personal years, and such like that. But now today is the day that is the 27th. So I'm going to read a little bit about that and what it relates to. So since it's the 27th today, it would fall into the category of a temporary vibration. So I'm going to read what it says in this book under temporary vibration. For 27, birth, marriage, start of a new business. Things are growing, blossoming, and bearing fruit under this vibration. It is fertile, promising. It's a fertile, promising period in your life. Relationships bloom and bring deeper understanding. Therefore, marriage and close partnerships are probability here. If you have been planning to open a new business, patent an idea, have been showing or present any kind of creative enterprise, now is the time to do so. This vibration brings all together the ingredients for a successful promotion. You will enlist the aid of others. They in turn will be more than happy to see that you receive what you need, because your positive attitude is infectious. This could very well be the beginning of your fortune. The events occurring now will ultimately bring the wealth, prosperity, and goals that you seek. A negative reaction could bring delays, postponed travels, the termination of an existing business, or generally unhappy feelings. By expressing a positive, expectant attitude, you can bring about the best side of this unusually excellent number vibration. You are off on a new happy adventure in many aspects. A trip is possible, but if you do not travel physically, you are at least on a journey toward your innermost dreams. So that is, as far as a temporary vibration, what the number 27 brings as far as the day. So it's talking about marriage. It's talking about the number 27 being an incredibly successful number. And the way you can utilize this number. Now, when you think about it, the 27, the 2 and the 7 giving us a 9, it would seem a little unusual that it would be associated with marriage. But not necessarily, because 27 is one of the most fortunate numbers that add up to 9. And then when you think of marriage, it generally speaking is wrapping up or the completion of the courtship process, and which results in thereafter. And then when you think of the number 9, the baby is in the womb 9 months. The 9 is the completion. And so that's what we have when we take a look at 27 as a temporary vibration. And it also, in this particular book, it's commenting on the Ace of Wands, the card that is represented by the number 27. And it says, the Ace of Wands, I'll read it. It says, the hand of God holds forth a living wand, a growing thing with green leaves. Some leaves fall to the earth in the form of yods, the sparks of inspiration and creation. The wand dispenses life to all areas for all purposes. It is pure invention, waiting to be tapped by those who would use this spiritual power. So like we mentioned earlier, it's referring to a spiritual power, a spiritual essence that's quite potent and very powerful within those who take advantage of these energies. And if you look at the card in this picture, it shows a wand, a hand holding a wand. And it's showing some leaves that are falling from the actual this wand to the ground, which symbolize what are referred to as yods, or otherwise known as sparks of this creation. And in other illustrations, those leaves are actually fires, the little embers, little sparks. They're tiny flames in other representations of this card. And it's just literally showing the different seeds of inspiration that result from this particular energy. So I'm going to go down this is the last little section under the 27 for this number of the day. Astrological correspondence. So if we're looking at astrologically, what we'll find is that numerology, the tarot, and astrology all are very much in harmony. In fact, if you were to go to an astrologer, a numerologist, and a tarot reader and ask for a reading from all three, especially if they didn't know each other, if you were to ask them what energy influences are coming in the next 3 months, you would find that they would give you very similar information. You would not find necessarily a contradiction in the outcome of the information that they give to you. And I mean, but at the same time, it's what that just shows is that there's consistency. These three modalities are part of one system. They're just different parts of it. So I'm going to read this. The element of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So the Ace of Wands, the number 27, corresponds to the element of fire. And it corresponds to Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. It says the aces of the tarot pack preside over the elements fire, earth, air, and water. The fiery element relating to the Ace of Wands indicates that you should follow your own intuition and not deviate from what you feel is right. You are inventive, creative, and inspired. You bring originality to everything you touch. Art and beauty, peace, and justice are very much a part of you. So here it's really highlighting the fact that we listen keenly and closely to our intuition and what it's revealing to us. And if you want to know a little bit more about the intuition, there's several videos on YouTube that will go into detail about that, or you can ask me a question about it. Just send a little message under this video, or if you have a question about this particular number vibration. But long story short, intuition usually is that first thought that comes to our mind when we're looking for the answer to a question or a solution to a situation. It's often that first thought that if we overlook it, we tend to say, man, I should have listened to the first thing that I thought. It's kind of like going with your, don't second guess yourself. That comes from the concept of the intuition. Listening to that instinctual first message that you get in your mind, or a really strong urge that you feel you're receiving from your physical bodily sensations. So that is our number for the day and its many different implications. We're going to go take a quick break and we'll be right back. We're going to be talking about some of the other findings we got. We're going to talk about master numbers. All right, so we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. This is Darius with Divine Numerology.
The Voice of Stockton live. The Voice of Stockton at Stone Soup Studio. KXVS.
Attention, Stockton. Are you experiencing a transition in business, relationships, health, or your life purpose? I'm Darius Oliver, and I help people to look within and find clarity and direction in their constantly changing lives. Tune in and listen with me as I go deep into your patterns and personal cycles through divine numerology. Any life transition you're experiencing can be illuminated by an in-depth analysis of your chart. For the first time in Stockton, you now have access to a professional numerologist here to help you light your own way. I'm in the booth to help you find your own truth. Tune in to Divine Numerology every Friday at 3 p.m. on The Voice of Stockton.
Welcome to the afternoon entertainment hour at OJ's Juice Bar, and here's today's juice.
Listen to OJ's Juice Bar, Sundays at 4 p.m. on KXVS, The Voice of Stockton.
Hi Hi everyone, this is Dr. Julie Dameron, local veterinarian for over 20 years. I am so excited about my new radio show, Tales and Tips, on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. on Facebook, YouTube, Voice of Stockton, and KXVS Radio. I will discuss relevant issues affecting animals and pet owners today, how to avoid common problems, and how to extend the quality of life for your cherished companions. As a community advocate, I will also discuss important social issues that affect our city. I plan to showcase organizations and heroes who are doing amazing things to help others. Remember to tune in every Tuesday morning at 10, starting soon.
Sit in the hot seat and keep it real with Alyssa Love.
Whether you're talking about your love life, past and current friendships, fashion trends, juicy stories, hot topics, food, entertainment, the list is endless.
But what it comes down to,
can you keep it real with Alyssa Love?
Thursday nights starting at 8:05 p.m. on KXVS 92.1 FM, the voice of Stockton.
Do you want to relive the golden days of Stockton? Join Nate Knott on Stockton Alive every first and third Monday at 6 p.m. Tune into thevoiceofstockton.org.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Marcellus.
This is your girl Ronnie.
It's Tim Hawley.
And Al X.
And we're coming at you with the KXVS
Morning Show.
KXVS on 92.1. Coming soon.
Hello, this is Darius with Divine Numerology. We're back from our break, and I'm going to be talking about what's called master numbers. So we have the regular numbers, 1 through 9, and we have the different energies and frequencies that they tell us about. But then there's these things called master numbers. And what do they mean? What's the difference between the master numbers and the regular numbers? So a master number is any number that's 2 or more digits that has the same cipher, or the same number in it. So for instance, the number 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, and 99. And then from there it goes up to 999, 888, and such like that. So master numbers have a huge meaning. They have a huge impact. And the ones I'm going to talk about are mainly the double digit ones. And I'll start with 11. 11 is that's the number of the master intuitive. 11 is the number that inspires people. And if you notice my hat, it says 1111 on it. If you happen to be driving somewhere, if you notice that you see 1111, then that's letting you know that it's important for you to be mindful of the things you're thinking at that time. And that the universe just took a snapshot of what your thoughts are. So you guys are watching, you guys are, oh my gosh, the universe just took a snapshot of my thoughts. Maybe it did, because you looked at and you saw my hat. And it says 1111, but it always says 1111. It doesn't change. So maybe the universe is always going to be taking a snapshot of your thoughts whenever you watch this show. 1111, they also have a saying that you make a wish when you see it. And so if you ever, when you watch the show, then that's when you should make a wish too. So you can watch the hat and see that it's 1111. And but anyway, that number is powerful. It's just a number of inspiration, motivation. It's a number that's very prominent in inspirational speakers and success life coaches. With it, it comes with certain levels of anxiety. It is a number that is really geared towards self and discovering self and expressing self. And it's blended with the 2 vibration, which is others, but it's also at the same time made up of the same number 1 cipher, which is the energy is on the self. So then we have the number 2, 22, the second master number. 22 is known as the master builder. And as the master builder, its desire is to build something that outlasts it. Its desire is to create something that doesn't yet exist, and something that's going to impact people that are not even born and people that are living in a way that will, really last. The 22 is here to set a foundation, a strong, solid foundation for people. And now here's the thing about these numbers is that each one of them has great potential for good, but each one of them also has a great potential for harm too if it's misused. So the 11, it can be very powerful in its inspiration, but then be very caught up in the 1 aspect, the self. The 22 can be very dynamic, but then be very forceful with the way that it goes about doing things. Very strong, and it's usually a number that accompanies powerful personalities, strong personalities. So they're master numbers, but they can be monster numbers on the other side of the coin. The number 33 is the master teacher, the master entertainer. People who had the master number 33 are Michael Jackson, Marilyn Monroe, Beyonce. They got the 33 vibration. 33 in and of itself is associated with an ascension on a raising in consciousness, and that number in itself, it can translate in many different ways. Marilyn Monroe had it with the 33 as far as being able to use that number vibration for entertainment purposes. So did Michael Jackson, so did Beyonce, and so on. Then you have the number 44, which is the master worker. The master worker is the number, it's the one that not only is it a master worker, but it's an incredibly disciplined vibration. An incredibly disciplined vibration that adds up to the number 8. And that 8 being abundance and power, though it would make the 44 a very powerful number in that case. And if you look at the number 44, it's carried by a lot of our generals. You look in history, like Douglas MacArthur. If you look at his life path and his name, he had a few 44s in there. And then it's the military number. You look at the number 55, Michael Jackson in Chaldean numerology, his name equaled, it added up to 55. 55 is it's a mentally quick, very powerful mind of a vibration. Here we have, some would call it the genius. That's what the 55 would represent, the genius. Because 5 is a mental number, 5 mental energy. So when you think of the number 5, think of the planet Mercury. And if you think of Mercury, you think of speed and quickness. So if you think of this, visualize like the freeway with full of traffic. Imagine traffic-packed freeway. And now this freeway, the traffic is moving now at the speed of light, but the cars are weaving in and out smoothly without any trouble or difficulty. So it is with the thoughts of the 55. The mind moves so quick and so smooth and fluently that it gets ahead of itself, and it can get ahead of others when not used or aimed in the right direction. But on a balance level, it's able to think and come up with solutions a lot quicker than a lot of other people. And its ability to take risks is unlike that of any other. In the 55, when you add that, comes up to 10. 5 plus 5 gives us 10. So that boils down to the number 1 when added. The 1 is the confidence and the creativity, the originality. And so then you have 66, which is the master love. It's a number of love. 6 is love, harmony, and balance. So double 6 would indicate double that particular influence. Now, like I said, each number has a master aspect to it, and it has a monster aspect to it. The 66 can be shown in the case of incredible love that is given in behalf of multitudes of people. 6 is earthly satisfaction. And it's also a person who will do anything for other people that it loves and cares for. And that can be taken to extremes. So it's very interesting when you actually take a look at these master numbers and how they play out in history. For instance, for those of you who are familiar with him, Joel Osteen, when you add up his name, it equals 66. And Donald Trump, when you add up his name, also equals 66. Two completely different people. But one of the things that they both have in common is that what's 6 plus 6? It equals 3. Well, it equals 12, but 1 plus 2 equals 3. So 3 is the number of expression and sensitivity. 3 is a number that accompanies the greatest orators. So it's like the number 3 taken and multiplied to the higher extent of the number 66. You'll notice that Joel Osteen, when he speaks, he captivates the crowds. He draws thousands of people to him. And so it is with Donald Trump, the president. When he speaks, he draws thousands of people, large, vast crowds to him. And he's able to do things with those energies. So is Joel Osteen. Then you take the next number in the master number series, 77. Now, 77 as a master number is made up, obviously of 7. And that is trust and openness, spirituality, science. So we have it taken to the 11th degree, multiplied by 11. And this 7 energy, when it's coming in the master form, elevates this. 7 plus 7 gives us 14. 1 and 4 gives us 5, which is all about freedom and change and travel. So if 7 is about developing the mind through academic study, spirituality, and science, here we're doing that. We're developing the mind doubly so, like double, and we are creating change and freedom in our environment. That 77 energy can have a sense of restlessness at times when it is not moving, when things may not be perceived as moving as quickly as would be hoped. But it employs the spirituality aspect of it. So if you look now, we'll go to the next master number, 88. 88 is made up of 8 and 8, which is abundance and power, and its connection and disconnection. That's the essence and the vibration of 8 as a number. So here we have this 88 is very potent, because this 88 number has been found in the charts of great saints and people that are spiritual masters. But at the same time, it's also found in characters like Joseph Stalin, who used the 88 energy in a way that, for those of you who are not familiar, Joseph Stalin was the dictator in Russia during the time around World War II, around the same time as Hitler. And Joseph Stalin, he had this number 88 in his chart, but he manifested the monster vibration of it. He showed the lower end of it, and he actually used it to enforce and force his power upon his people in a way that literally disconnected them from life. And he wielded his power relentlessly. the 88 vibration, when you added it, 8 plus 8 gives you 16. And then 1 and 6 is the number of the tower. And then the 16, 16 gives the tower. 7 is the chariot. So it's the 88 that results in kind of like a shock. The lightning from the tower card gives it that shock. And then the 7 gives the victory after experiencing that. But when it comes to the 88, it can be the most dastardly of that particular vibration, but at the same time, it's found in great saints throughout history and spiritual masters that have really interacted with many people for their betterment and for their well-being. You think of, saints that are very adept in spirituality. Why is it the number of spiritual masters? 8 is the number of infinity when you turn it on its side, and it's also the number of so above as above, so below. The lamnicet, the connection to infinity. Now, if we go to the 99, this is an incredibly powerful number vibration. 99 is the boss's boss, and it's like 99 in a chart would look something like the Godfather. That he's like the Don, and he is the one that's in charge. He calls the shots, and it's undisputed. 9 being that number, it can be the number where, if you were taking a look at it from this perspective, if we were to use the Godfather as a example of the 99 in that way of being the boss, being the leader, the one that everyone respects and looks and holds high, 9 is the number of public interaction, public exposure. It's also 9 is the number of fame. Princess Diana also had a 99, but it was contained in what's called her pinnacles. The pinnacle would be the specific time frames that are related to specific events that have taken place in her life. For instance, the latter portion of her life was characterized by the number 99. So her moving into that vibration caused her to be more in the public spotlight, to be more relating to the masses, to people around the world. And that's the essence. When you think of 9, it's also the number of, healing. It's the wounded healer. And it's the number of universal appeal. So it will make an effort to appeal to everyone's interest that it can touch. Everyone that can be touched, the 9 will touch in the best possible way. So that's what we have for our master numbers. If you guys have any questions about master numbers or numerology in general, message me, leave a message in the comment box down below. And also, if you have any questions about numerology in general, or for me in particular about anything else that I've discussed, you can call me at 209-898-4103. That's 209-898-4103. We're going to go take a quick break, and we'll be right back. We're going to close out. But we got a little announcement for you, a big announcement for you guys, actually, for an event that's coming up. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
KXVS, the voice of Stockton, live. The voice of Stockton at Stone Soup Studio. KXVS.org.
Welcome to the afternoon entertainment hour at OJ's Juice Bar, and here's today's juice.
Listen to OJ's Juice Bar, Sundays at 4 p.m. on KXVS, the voice of Stockton.
Hi Hi everyone, this is Dr. Julie Dameron, local veterinarian for over 20 years. I am so excited about my new radio show, Tales and Tips, on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. on Facebook, YouTube, Voice of Stockton, and KXVS Radio. I will discuss relevant issues affecting animals and pet owners today, how to avoid common problems, and how to extend the quality of life for your cherished companions. As a community advocate, I will also discuss important social issues that affect our city. I plan to showcase organizations and heroes who are doing amazing things to help others. Remember to tune in every Tuesday morning at 10, starting soon.
Sit in the hot seat and keep it real with Alyssa Love.
Whether you're talking about your love life, past and current friendships, fashion trends, juicy stories, hot topics, food, entertainment, the list is endless.
But what it comes down to,
can you keep it real with Alyssa Love?
Thursday nights starting at 8:05 p.m. on KXVS 92.1 FM, the voice of Stockton.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Marcellus.
This is your girl Ronnie.
It's Tim Hawley.
And Al X.
And we're coming at you with the KXVS
Morning Show.
Do you want to relive the golden days of Stockton? Join Nate Knott on Stockton Alive every first and third Monday at 6 p.m. Tune into thevoiceofstockton.org.
KXVS on 92.1. Coming soon.
Hello, this is Darius with Divine Numerology. Just got an awesome announcement. Keep posted, stay tuned on November 11th. Look at my hat. See my hat? See my hat? It says 11/11. On that day, this upcoming month, we're going to be at a expo. We're going to have a New Earth Expo at Unity of Stockton. And I'm going to be down there doing numerology readings. And if you guys are interested in that, message me so you guys can get perhaps a password or a secret code to get a discount on a numerology reading. So that's where you'll be able to find me at. If you guys have any questions about any of the books that I've mentioned or spoken about, or if you want to know what numerology has in store for you, how it can help you in your life, message me at, find me on Facebook, Darius Oliver, or you can go to Divine Numerology on Facebook. And you can also call me. My number is 209-898-4103. That's 209-898-4103. And I look forward to talking to you. So that's our show for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting us here at the Voice of Stockton. This is KXVS, Voice of Stockton 92.1. 92.1. You have an awesome day. Peace.
KXVS on 92.1. Coming soon. KXVS.
Do you want to relive the golden days of Stockton? Join Nate Knott on Stockton Alive every first and third Monday at 6 p.m. Tune into thevoiceofstockton.org. Want to talk politics? Tune in every Sunday at 5 p.m. as Don Mazuski and Dustin Breakville give you the latest news.
Alongside our political analyst, Professor Syrian Villavicencion and Tamara Sakari.
I can hear you loud and clear, Governor.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
On Politics Panoramic.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Marcellus.
This is your girl Ronnie.
It's Tim Hawley.
And Al X.
And we're coming at you with the KXVS
Morning Show.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Julie Dameron, local veterinarian for over 20 years. I am so excited about my new radio show, Tales and Tips, on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. on Facebook, YouTube, Voice of Stockton, and KXVS Radio. I will discuss relevant issues affecting animals and pet owners today, how to avoid common problems, and how to extend the quality of life for your cherished companions. As a community advocate, I will also discuss important social issues that affect our city. I plan to showcase organizations and heroes who are doing amazing things to help others. Remember to tune in every Tuesday morning at 10, starting soon.
Sit in the hot seat and keep it real with Alyssa Love.
Whether you're talking about your love life, past and current friendships, fashion trends, juicy stories, hot topics, food, entertainment, the list is endless.
But what it comes down to,
can you keep it real with Alyssa Love?
Thursday nights starting at 8:05 p.m. on KXVS 92.1 FM, the voice of Stockton.
You're listening to KXVS on 92.1, coming soon.
KXVS on 92.1. Coming soon.
This has been previously recorded on KXVS, the voice of Stockton.
Listen to OJ's Juice Bar, Sundays at 4 p.m. on KXVS, the voice of Stockton.
The Third City Podcast is a production of Third City Coalition. In our show, we examine case studies in urban development in Stockton and other cities like